I didn't want to talk to you guys for a long time about the main reason why I broke up with my ex. But I think saying this will get it off my chest so that I can continue to heal. Now, I'm not going to exactly name names. However, I think you might know who this is about. I just want to say to all the people, not just girlies, not just guys, everyone who's experienced SA, I'm very sorry. And I couldn't completely understand it before, but I guess unfortunately, I do now. I thought we didn't need to say this, but any person, even a partner, a significant other, you're not owed anything to them. Your body is not theirs. They cannot touch you anytime they want to touch you, especially if consent was not given, and especially if the opposite of consent was given. When you say, no, stop. Or when I said, no, stop. Now, I didn't feel obligated to make this video, but I just felt like speaking about it would give me some more closure. Let me, you might be asking why now. I broke with him a while ago, yes. I kept giving him chances, and because not a lot of cases on TV or anything like that show cases where it's actually a partner who's doing it to the person, I thought maybe like I'm overreacting. Maybe it's no big deal. Wrong. You should never think that, okay? It's valid. Nobody should be able to touch you. Nobody should be touching you if you don't want to be touched, especially in that type of way. It took me a long time, and that was the reason for the second breakup. The breakup I had in autumn of 2024, it was because of that reason. I tried to let it go, but I kept thinking about it. It was eating me up. It was eating me alive. And I just thought, I date to marry. I cannot marry someone who has done this to me. And no, it wasn't a one-time thing. All right, so I just broke this. And this is a serious matter, so I don't want any people in the comments coming to me and being like, why this, why that? All right, first, I want to say that I did not report this for a reason. I have reported an essay from a date I was on before I met my ex-boyfriend. But all they said is they can't really do much. There's not proof. And they would only be able to go for the smallest. They would have to go for the lowest amount of punishment. And even then, it's not a guarantee I would win. And I would have to face him in court. First off, to any person who was brave enough to pursue their assailant, their attacker, you had the bravery I do not have. I could not sit in a room with him with all of this going on, and I would never want to. Plus, it would be a long process. I do have some type of proof, but right now, if, the system is if you don't have video proof of straight up saying no and the crime happening, then it's almost useless. And then the lawyer money is money I don't have. My mom lost her job, and I don't have a job, so, and a public defender, I might as well just like not do anything. All the touching and grabbing in inappropriate places was after we had our first night of intimacy. Just because you had intimacy with a person does not mean that after that, anytime you want, you get to have intimacy and or fun time with that person. I thought that was common knowledge. I guess it's not. And if anyone wants to ask me if I said no, I said no many times. I said stop it many times. I even specifically sat him down. I said, this was a week into it, where he wouldn't stop touching me, grabbing my chest, grinding on me just when I was in bed, like on my phone, and grabbing my crotch too. Like I said, after a week of that went on, I even sat him down, talked to him face to face, and said, this is my body. This is not your body. You cannot touch my body whenever you want. You do not have that right to. Just because I'm your girlfriend, you can't touch me like that. And he said, okay. Okay. So I thought it would have been fine after that. Like, he would have stopped, right? I was wrong. He did it again for a whole new week. A whole nother week. And I already had enough of it. But since he went on another week with him doing it again and again, I said to him, if you don't stop this now, I will break up with you. He stopped. I was dumb to forgive him and keep going on. I 100%, looking back in retrospect, I should not have done that. If somebody does that to you, it's really best to go. They can tell you how much they are sorry. They can tell you how much they love you, but it showed what they really did. Actions speak louder than words. At a point, there was only enough I could take, and I couldn't take it anymore. So yes, I broke up with him multiple times. And I kept going back. But this last time, beginning of March, I broke up with him for good. And blocked him on here, on my phone, Instagram, Discord. The only place I don't remember his name and to block him is YouTube. But I'm not going to say exactly what his name is. Thank you for listening.